everyone, welcome back. In this session, we'll look into the class object diagram creation using IBM Rational Modeler. For that, let me share my screen and search for Rational Modeler, which is IBM Rational Rhapsody. This tool is used to create the class object diagrams. We have to move ahead with a new project, give a name, and browse in a folder and click on OK. You can browse and create a folder. You can make a new folder and hit on OK. And the class object diagram consists of the representation of classes, which determines the behavior of an attribute and operation. For that, we have to create a class. Simply drag. We can enlarge it. In this class object diagram representation, we will consider my Bradley system. For that, let me show you for better understanding. So usually we know the actors and non-actors for my Bradley system. Considering few of the actors like students, academic advisors, or system administrator, I'll be starting ahead with students for name as students. Let me make my screen into two halves so that we can work clearly. Yes. So in students, you can start adding new attributes. For that, just right click on the empty space under students class and then hit on add new to choose an attribute. And you can give the attributes which represent the students and determines the characteristic of the students, which is like first name, last name, gender, date of birth. These are all the characteristics which determine a student. So you can type in as first name. So usually a name is a string. So you have to give the data type as string, and names can hold up to 20 or 30 characters. So you can specify the limit. Let me give 50. And you can keep adding more attributes by clicking on add new attribute and type in the next attribute. For example, let me type gender. Gender, which represents the character. Usually gender can fit in around 10. You can add another attribute by clicking on add new attribute. We can add address. Address can be string with the limitation of 40 or 50, let's say 50. So this is how you keep on adding the attributes. And in order to add operations for student class, you have to right click on the same area, add new operation. And these determine all the functions representing students. You can add what a student performs in my Bradley system, like logging in, checking out the grades, checking out the holes, and adding courses, something like that. So let me add the operation login. Since it is a function, and you can represent the return type as void. If it returns, you can even mention it as int or float or character. Let me add another operation, which is view grades. View grades, and its return type is void. Similarly, add new operation. Add another operation, which is view notifications. Void. So you can keep on adding more attributes and operations representing a student class, and then you can create another class. You can enlarge it. And give a name. Academic advisors. And you can keep adding attributes and functions. So all the relationships between different actors and non-actors using this representation determines the class object model. So after finishing everything, you can click on File to save your project, and click on Save As, give a name, and then you can save your project. So this is how you keep performing in order to build a class object diagram. Thank you.